The Barnyard Animal Pack is about to come out for Planet Zoo, and I can't wait to show you all everything that's in it. So thank you guys for choosing me as your one-stop shop for everything Barnyard Animal Pack and Update 1.17. Let's jump right into it. Now, what I'm using here is the Animal Viewer. It is a modding tool that modders can use, but it's not for public availability, so I wanted to get that out there before we jump into it. Now, first of all, we have the Alpaca. This one is beautiful. So we have a few different morphs in here. We have the base one, which has different color morphs inside of that. So you can see it goes down to a nice chocolate, and it also goes up to a nice light blonde. We have the erythrisic, which also has very, very minor, I think. Yep, you can see it's very, very minor color changes in there, but it does affect the color of the wool on this animal. We also have a leucistic version, which you can see it does sport a very white face right there. And yeah, that's really it. They also do have a piebald version too, so you can sort through all of these in here, and you guys are able to get so many different color variations of this animal. Might as well show off the female too. You can see this one right here. And they also come with babies. We'll check them out actually in-game in just a little bit. This is just to show off the color morphs. We also have the Alpine goat looking beautiful as ever. Look at that texture detail on the head right there. Now, the Alpine goat also does have that very slight color morph difference just between the standard color morphs as they stand. So you could get some really, really awesome looking herds in there. It does have a beautiful looking albino coat, and you're not really able to see the difference, but it does also have a leucistic coat as well as a melanistic coat. Look at that beauty. And you can see that they can also appear as piebald as well. They have a lot of really cool markings. And piebaldism affects like literally every single value that you could get. So you could get like but you could get a melanistic individual with piebaldism, and it looks really freaking beautiful. Look at him. And of course, they also have females and little babies, otherwise known as a kid. Now, the Tamworth Pig does not have any other color morphs. What you see is what you get for this guy. Just a big looking pig. Nothing really too crazy about that, but they do have a bunch of different color morphs in between that too. So they have what's known, and this is getting a little bit technical, they are FGM values. And essentially what they do, they affect the hue, saturation, and the light of the animal. So it allows you to get a little bit more brighter individuals, kind of like this guy right here. And of course we got the female, and also the little baby, the little piglet. Probably my favorite one in the pack. This one is the Tamworth sheep. This is probably one of the most beautiful looking animals in the game right now. Now, of course, they do not have any like variants or anything like that. Do keep that in mind, but this guy is looking beautiful. They also have a female version without the horns, otherwise known as polled. I'm not sure if that makes sense for females. But we also have the little lamb right there, someone call Mary. Now this one is a little bit more of a controversial one in the pack because the only alpha planes that this animal has are on its head and on its tail right back there. But you can see that the fur is relatively beautiful still. Like, I think it looks very good still. But you can see that this animal, the Highland cow, does have some very slight color variations in between the rest of what it has in here. So I believe it does have, not albino, it should be leucistic. They do have a leucistic version right there, again with those very slight color variants. And they also have a melanistic version right here, a little bit more black, a little bit more on like the grayish blue kind of side. Really beautiful looking animal. And they also have the female, and they also have the baby. Look at him. Now, the American Standard Donkey is one that I think we could have swapped out for any other horse in Planet Zoo, but I do love this individual right here. It's really awesome that we have an official one. I always say official animals are so good because, you know, console players can use them. It's not just all about the mods, you know? But this will still be a good mod base for, like, all other donkey mods in the future, too, which is kind of good. They do have a few different color morphs in here. If I choose the right one, they do have a leucistic right there. That is looking very beautiful. They also have, if you switch on piebald, a piebald version. All of those different variants that you're able to get. It's a little bit more dappled on this one. I really do like it. They also do have a little bit more color variation in here. You can get a little bit more of like a darker looking donkey right there, or you could go all the way and get some light ones. It's really up to what pops up in your trading center. We also have the female right there looking very beautiful. And we also have the baby. Again, can be piebald. Very cool. And last but not least, certainly my favorite, is the Sussex chicken. Really beautiful animal right here. Frontier really outdone themselves just on, like, you know, all these tiny little animations. Let's slow them down so we can actually see some of these animations play out. It is so cool. So currently as it stands, we don't have a version of the Sussex chicken that is working for like the albino or like alternate patterns of that guy. But if we do switch to the female right here, and let's actually make her stand up, have her get to work, we could see that there is a little bit more of a dappled pattern right here. Super, super beautiful. And yeah, that seems to be about it for the chicken. They do have chicks as well, and before anyone gets angry with Frontier about this one, I would call out Frontier if this were the case, but these chicken babies, or rather chicks, they do grow white feathers once they kind of grow up enough. They start to get their iconic Sussex chicken plumage once they reach this juvenile stage. They're not newborns in this case. So with all of that out of the way, we could pop into our little test map over here and check out these animals in game. The goat is just so beautiful. The way it walks, unfortunately, and this is a little bit of a shame, if you do go to its habitat items, they don't have the rock climbing mountain, which the doll sheep should have, as well as the Alpine ibex. I would have loved to have seen the goat actually use this enrichment, and it's a little bit of a shame that they don't actually have that, but they are quite beautiful regardless. Look at them. And you might see Guess actually walking throughout the habitat. We'll get to that in just a little bit. But regardless, look at these guys. So adorable. So beautiful. Moving on, we also have the Suffolk sheep right over here. Not Suffolk. This is the Hill Radnor sheep, of course. How could I ever get those two confused? It's not like they look the exact same or something. But regardless, this is a beautiful, top-notch model right here. Everything from like the insanely beautiful fur patterning on the wool right there is so good, and they really outdid themselves with how gorgeous these animals are. Look at them. Such an insane model. I can't get over it. We also have the Highland cattle in-game. Look how gorgeous this animal is. So beautiful. It really is so beautiful. It's a little bit small. I know there are small versions of the Highland cattle out there. I know there are some specific breeds of Highland cattle that are small, but it is just a little bit weird to see an animal this tiny. But it is kind of cool to see the guests actually like interacting with them. That's cool. The chickens in game are absolutely adorable. Look at them. But yeah, really insane model by Frontier on this. They really outdid themselves with all the feathers on this one. Yeah, that's really it. Yeah, this is a little glitch in the pack. Might as well show it off because it is kind of cool because you can see like the small details that go into animals. The texture's missing off of this animal, but even though the texture is missing, it's still pulling from other textures that help to create how beautiful the animals really look in game. It even has some like metallicness on those actual train feathers right there, which is very cool. Now we do have some piggies right over here. Look at them go. So adorable. That's really it. They're just pigs. We've gotten a pig in like every single DLC since like Southeast Asia, so I'm kind of over them. But it's still such a beautiful looking animal. Look at those cute little animations. He has a little strut to his walk. I'm just waiting for someone to do a Charlotte's Web exhibit with them. From there, we can get a better look at the donkeys, especially the piebald one in game. Really freaking beautiful job by Frontier on this one. It really does look incredible. But yeah, all the detail on the body from like these little veins in here to like just the piebald patterning to begin with. It is such a beautiful looking model. Look at him. And of course we have the basic looking one too. Even though it's basic, we still love him. Really, really insanely job. Man, this fever's really getting to my head. Beyond that, we also have, excuse me, sir. We also have the alpaca. Honestly, this is my first time actually looking at them in game. I put them in this habitat and forgot about them. But looking at them and listening to them especially, I am so happy that we have them because they make little cute little squeaking noises. It's so cute. But yeah, just a really, really insane model on this guy right here. I do love its little afro right there. And of course, this is the, I'm just gonna put it on the screen because I'm sure I won't pronounce it right, but it is that kind of alpaca. It is not the Surrey alpaca, it is that kind of alpaca. And of course, we can see the melanistic version right there. So freaking beautiful. So beautiful. And that brings us to 7 animals total. Now, why 7 animals? Well, here's my little prediction. Frontier did confirm in the last live stream that they do have another animal pack coming towards us in the next, like, few months or so. And I believe that they used the Barnyard Animal Pack as a way to create low stakes animals that didn't need too many new animations or rig changes. And from there, they were able to use that as a way to bide more time to bring a bangin' pack next time. But that's just a theory. A game theory. Now my favorite part of these DLCs, of these updates, are the new props that we get. So of course, this pack is an animal pack, but it does come with new scenery, which is honestly really freaking cool. Let's start over here with our fences. We have these beautiful, beautiful looking, like, walkthrough fences. Rustic wood fence gate. This is going to be so useful, except for the fact that, why Frontier? Why did you just give us a fence like this, but you didn't give us, like, any actual fences? Like, we have the gate right here, that's good. But why don't we have fences to match that? I don't know, it's confusing. Regardless, we do have 2 different versions of that. We do have a double hinged one right here, and we also have a single hinged one right there. Very interesting stuff. That's it. From there, we can see that we also have some beautiful picket fences right here, and these are recolorable. Very good. They are able to be recolored by 2 different color channels right there, so you can make, like, your peppermint things, I guess. I don't know. But it does come with 2 fences, both a long one and a short one, as well as a gate right here, which is very cool. Now, my favorite part of this pack are these gates right here, and I guess fences by extension. These are more industrial than anything else, and guess what? Are they? No. Okay, good. They are flexicolor. You just can't flexicolor them all at the same time. But hey, good thing we have that multi-selection recolor tool. That's cool. But you can actually recolor these guys. They look absolutely stellar. And for anyone making like a realistic zoo, this is the perfect item for you. Look how beautiful that fence is. That's gonna be so good for realistic zoos. I can't get over it. Alright, we do have a couple of themed props over here. We do have a water well, and we also do have a wind pump. Very good looking items over here. I can't complain too much. I really do wish we had some of these pieces separated out. I always like to put stuff together. I like things taken apart for me. I'm a big Lego kind of guy. But they are very beautiful pieces regardless, especially if you like use this one in the distance. It really does help sell like that rustic kind of charm that we're all looking for. We'll get to those plants in a little bit, but let's check out the rest of the themed props. Now we do have a rustic weather vane. Does this one actually move? Huh, it doesn't. Oh well. Missed opportunity right there, Frontier. Come on, get it together. But besides that, we also do have all these very, very awesome pieces in here. We do have a bin, a bench, picnic bench right over here. Again, I wish that this were a separate piece, because that rope coil thing, that is so useful for anything backstage. I wish we had that separated. But we also do have that rustic picnic canopy that you can plop right onto here. Just sink it right in. And then it looks super good. Look at that. We also do have a rustic water pump. We have some other kinds of planters. So we have this barrel planter. And we also do have this metal planter as well. We have a rustic bucket. We have your rustic milk churn. And we also have a pitchfork right here. Not recolorable. So sad. Oh yeah. This one isn't recolorable as well, the crate. Can't believe that. Come on. Not even the barrel is recolorable. So, like, if you guys are looking for a barrel prop, yeah, I would still stick with the European bin. Recolor that, and you could put these Twilight wood things right on top of it, and no one will know the difference. Actually, they will, because that looks so much better than that thing right there. I swear, this has to be, like, prototypes for next Planet Coaster stuff. Like, it honestly feels like stuff that we might get in a Wild West theme in Planet Coaster. And yeah, I guess you guys could say I have hay fever because I sound sick. Yeah, it's wheat. It's not hay, it's wheat. We do have that wheat bundle. We have corn. It's got the juice. We have a leek. And we also have a turnip. Very cool crops right there. So if you guys are hoping to make like a big vegetable farm, you can combine them with the other ones from the conservation pack, which is kind of cool. And yeah, you could just make a really, really insane farm now. Well, luckily we do get 2 wheel pieces right here, but what good is a wheel when we got tires? Look at this. So yeah, before, whenever I wanted a tire, I would just come in here and I would just find the large tire piece, which again, this is just a reused prop, but I am not upset by that whatsoever. It is so good that we have this piece officially in the game. And yeah, it's the exact same thing, which I'm not going to complain because that is a good damn piece right there. And we also do have the smaller version as well. Look at him, so cute. Though I don't know why they changed the size on that one. That's a little weird, but hey, what can you do? We do have this rustic sign. Can we even edit like the text on there? Oh my god, we can't edit the text on there. That is so weird. But I guess if you guys really wanted to, you could come in here and you could just, you know, subliminal messaging, you know? Yeah, that looks good. You also get your classic animal signs, again, in the very beautiful watercolor artwork that Frontier's very much putting forward right now. It is so beautiful. Look at those guys. All of them get 1, except for the pig. They get 2, which is just... Could you guys not decide between the 2? Like, what was going on there? The reward statue, of course, this time around is the goat. Cool. That's cool. We also get new plants. Actually, we should talk about the hay bale and stuff like that. Yeah, we got hay bales now. Very cool stuff. That's it. Okay, let's move. It's about time that we get some nice hedgerows. Look at this. We could put them together and make a freaking beautiful, beautiful little walkway. Just a really awesome tall plant that I have been dying for. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a pretty good plant. Oh, guys, this is amazing. We got maize. It's corn. It's more corn. Do these actually snap on here, though? I wonder. All right, position snap. They do not. You're going to have to manually put your corn on. So sad. Oh, man, look at all this. It's like a hub for corn. I should be fired from YouTube. Well, it looks kind of good when you put it on there, but I don't know of any corn plants that leave it half shucked. But besides that, we also have the ginkgo tree. Really, really awesome plant back here. It doesn't show off how cool, like, ginkgo leaves are. Actually, it kind of does. It kind of does. They're very cool. I mean, hey, my name is Leaf. I'm very partial to my leaves. And in terms of plants, we also have the Bedelia bush. Really, really beautiful stuff right there. Though I wish, like... Hold on, they made this the most complicated thing in the world. I gotta place this down. Alright, and then we go to butterfly, and then we have to put it in here. And then we have to go to layout, and then... You see, we didn't even get the milkweed. That's so weird. But they were like, yeah, you know what they want? The Bedelia. We didn't even get this version. This version is beautiful. Yeah, this is just like a weird pack overall because I really wanted to get like a nice big Bedelia bush like the one I just got. But no, I guess Frontier was like, no, you have to assemble it yourself, which honestly, no, I take back my complaining. That is exactly what I wanted, Frontier. Thank you. No hypocrisy here. Alright, from there we have the animal encounters, and that brings us to update 1.17. So these items are able to be placed anywhere in your game, even if you didn't buy this pack for a strange reason. If you didn't buy it because you don't have money, I don't really blame you, but it's a damn good pack, come on. But yes, this is able to be placed inside of walkthrough habitats, which, again, it also brings us to a new gate type, I guess. We have the small guest gate, which is very cool. Can place a whole bunch of them right next to each other, I guess. It looks mighty fine. But essentially, once you place that down right there, it brings up the Animal Encounters tab right over here, and it tells you everything that you need for your animal encounters. So you need that guest gate, that is exactly what you see right there. You need your hygiene station, which automatically brings it up right down here, though I'm not sure why it doesn't actually bring it up. They haven't actually put in the codes for that just yet, so it brings up a null item, which is kind of funny. But you place these down, guests will start to use them once they like interact with their animals, and you have to make sure that there are no dangerous animals in the actual enclosure as well, which just don't put hyenas or something in here with your guests. That's probably not the best thing in the world. And you also need interactive animals, which if you come over here, you can pop over to interactive animals. Does it tag it? No, I'm fairly certain these aren't interactable. Regardless, if you want a list of interactive animals, you can see this thing on the screen right here. I went through and found every single interactive animal in Planet Zoo, so you could use this for your heart's leisure, I guess. But yeah, these interactions between guests and animals are so good. It's exactly what I wanted to help a zoo come alive, and it's awesome the fact that we can actually build petting zoos, and we can actually give these weird little freaks a reason to exist. I mean, I guess if you play franchise mode, it makes sense, but yeah, I just like what is happening over here? They're just so happy. So yeah, that's pretty much it with walkthrough exhibits. There's some animals that they can pet. There's some animals that they can feed. Like you could see them petting the alpaca right there. That is the cutest thing in the world. So adorable. And I do believe the alpacas can spit like the camels too. Now, if you're lazy like me, there are different types of blueprints in here. So if you come over here, I'm going to go through all of them together. So we do have the barn house right there. We have a rustic arch, which is very beautiful. We have a chicken shelter, which is very cool. The chickens can actually go inside this. It's made specifically for them. And we also have another one in the form of a chicken coop. It's not exactly what you'd imagine from a chicken coop, but it still does work. It's very cool. We have the rustic paddock gate. Look at that. The coolest part about this one is that if you come right over here, and then you separate this piece right there, you can actually use this as a way to make some very beautiful rustic fences. So once you separate that from the group, oh, a little bit of manual labor never killed anyone. But once you separate that from the group, you can use that as a way to make really, really beautiful gates and fences right off the bat. Look at that. We have the rustic harvest decoration, which is just very beautiful. Can't complain about that. We have the rustic stall decoration right here, looking beautiful as ever. Look, they even have some eggs for sale. That's so cute. And they also have a rustic garden collection, which is super adorable as well. It has a little bike in there. It has little tires being used as planters. So adorable. And we also get a shake stall as well. Super cute. I don't know why this is a new one, but I guess they have it now. Probably my minor update, like, favorite thing is the fact that if you come right over here, you have the option to sell your animals, which we could always do. But if you guys remember, there was a little bit of controversy about releasing domestic animals to the wild. In this case, you can't. Domestic animals cannot be released, which is so funny. I mean, I had the suggestion that, you know, whatever you release to the wild, quote unquote, could just go to your chief beef. But that is it for update 1.17 and the Barnyard Animal Pack.
Hey, really quickly, I sound even worse now, which is awful. But what I discovered is actually there was a hidden little update inside of update 1.17 where the little blue penguin and the kiwi have official Maori names. There used to be a mod by myself that would allow them to use the Maori names, but now it's an official input into the game. So New Zealanders and Kiwis, rejoice. You guys finally have your official names.
This pack is awesome, and I can't wait for you guys to all get playing with it as well. The Barnyard Animal Pack does release on the 30th of April, so it's just in time for May, just in time for springtime, and you guys are gonna love everything that it has in store for you.
And you know what? I'm feeling generous again, so why not do a giveaway? Comment below, quote-unquote, Sussex, for your chance to win a copy of the Barnyard Animal Pack for Planet Zoo. I'm going to be drawing 2 random winners in exactly 1 week from now, so enter for your chance to win this really awesome pack.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to stay tuned for tomorrow or the next day, where I'll officially have my Barnyard Animal Pack project reveal. So excited for you guys to see what I've been having in store, because it is
spectacular. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like if you can. But with that being said, thank you guys. See you all in the next one, and take care. Bye-bye.